anytime, any place, anywhere. If you ever need me, I'll be there. I love you, my friend. Me too.
Take a step and take my hand. If you love me away, there's something up ahead. Please don't be scared. If you love me, just stay with me. More than the life on this planet. If you love me away from me, our dreams won't be surely forgotten. If you love me away from me, nothing left in us that can keep us warm. More than the life on this planet. If you love me away from me, our dreams won't be surely forgotten. If you love me away from me,
Step off the train at dawn, back in the place where I was born. And it's been 10 years since I've been gone. It took me 10 years to know I'm wrong. I've been everywhere and nothing is new, and I've done everything I've set out to do. I'm nothing without you, I'm nothing at all. Now I'm back where I belong. No matter where I go, it's been here all along. I finally made it home. Don't know the price of time until you know what life can buy. You know, I hope the world's been kind. Hope you can see it in my eyes that I've been everywhere and nothing is new, and I've done everything I've set out to do. I'm nothing without you, I'm nothing at all. Now I'm back where I belong. No matter where I go, it's been here all along. I finally made it
I can't go on. I'm still believing. Such a lonely time. Such a lonely time. I can't go on. I'm still believing. Such a lonely time. I can't go on. such a lonely time. I can't go on.
Drinking down the pain, tomorrow the same. Oh, bottles on the floor, can't take anymore. No, and I'm old enough to know this now, but I can't look up when I'm falling down. Breaking up inside, running out of time. Voices in my head, monsters in my bed. Oh, the mirrors on my wall don't know me at all. No, and I'm old enough to know this now, but I can't look up when I'm falling down. My head's spinning out as I hit the ground. As I hit the ground. I still remember I was 17. You said don't you ever give up easily. And when you're out chasing your wildest dreams, don't you forget how much you believe. At 17.
he said to me.
You make my heart stop, and you there's great things to find. You show me how to feel when I am caught up between the lines. You make my world shine. You make my world shine. You bring me back to life. It's every time. You make my world shine. You make my world shine. Make my world, make my world, make my world shine. Make my world, make my world, make my world. You take my breath away. It's every time I see your smile. You're like a tidal wave. You turn my life upside down. You make my world shine. You make my world shine. You bring me back to life. It's every time. And you make my world shine. You make my world shine. You
running out of time. Our sanity's on the line. We can't be supersonic. I know we can be the future, flying through electric skies, electric skies. I know we can be the future. We can leave the shadows behind. We are supersonic. Take my hand and fly away. We are supersonic. Take my hand and fly
All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to you on this fine Wednesday evening. How are we all? Are you doing well? I'm all right. I'm excited. Booked in for my first haircut in, 2 months? That's very exciting for me. The little things in life are keeping us going at the moment, aren't they? Getting a haircut, that exciting. That's all it is, just a haircut. I can't wait. May the 16th, if anyone's interested. Anyway, good evening and welcome to tonight's Fast 50 online pub quiz presented by the Big British Bucharest Quiz. Welcome to you if you're here for the first time, and we know that we have got some first-time players because we have some new Patreon people sign up tonight. Quick hello to Roxana and Alexandru, who signed up just in the last hour or so. So they should hopefully be playing tonight. I didn't have time to put you onto the holding screen. Sincere apologies for that. But don't worry about it. You will be on there from Saturday night. So thank you so much for your support. Quite simply, your support means that our little company that runs quizzes and sing-along bingo and does all this fun stuff with a huge charity side as well, it means that we can survive through the lockdown and hopefully very, very soon be back in the pubs and the clubs and entertaining you. But for the time being, we're here online every Wednesday night, every Saturday night to do what we can to keep you happy. At the moment, we've got 61 people logged in, but we know that that number's going to go right on up. Let's have a look and see who is joining us already. So good evening to Jim, first to sign in, Dutch Jim. Vlad, good evening to you, mate. The Terps are in. Jim's telling me that I don't need a haircut. I need a weed whacker. I don't want to know what sort of weed you're whacking at the moment, mate. I know lockdown is tough on us all. Gabrielle, good evening to you as well. If you are joining us on the feed, obviously it means you can hear me. If you can't see where to join the chat, just look for the three little dots on the side, and that if you click on there, it should reveal the feed. You do need to sign in to YouTube, but it's a very simple process. Just I think you can sign in with Facebook or Gmail or Google or something like that. Sign in and chat away so that we can hear what you've got to say throughout the evening. So we have a fun yet competitive quiz and we to come, and we had a fun and very competitive quiz on Saturday night when we had our guest writer Vlad coming in and doing a history quiz for us, and this is how it ended up. The Doomsayer led the way, but it was a close call. It came down to the final question, and the Doomsayer, who we later learnt was Edward, who some of you may know from the Big British Bucharest quiz, taking his first ever win. It seemed like the subject matter really did suit him, and I genuinely think it's one of the toughest quizzes we've ever put out, but nothing wrong with that. It's multiple choice, so everyone's got a chance at getting something right. So Edward took the victory with Bula, who is probably our best performing player since we started nearly 2 months ago. He's won, I believe, 4 quizzes, had a couple of second places tonight, and he's become the rather wonderful anti-hero of this quiz, which I love. He always gets into the top 5 and the feed goes mad. So Bula's becoming a bit of a superstar. Well done to the family Terp, who took home a prize courtesy of Quest Mission Escape Rooms, to an online escape room with a couple of their friends as well. Best performance in 3rd place. And everybody else there making the top 10. As I say, it was a tough quiz with nearly 180 players. Well done to you if you got into the top 10. Let's go back and see if anybody else is joining us on the feed. So James, good evening to you, and Raluca. You had a good quiz on Saturday, James. Hopefully you'll be doing the same again. Gary's in with the Bakers. Hopefully lots of people joining in for the Battle of the Bakers. Sam is with us tonight as well. Sam is our guest writer this evening. He's been helping me with the quiz, and just to thoroughly embarrass him, here he is with his family. Regular quizzer, both live and since we started online, and Sam asked if he could help contribute questions, of which he has done. I've used quite a lot of them tonight, and I've got some of them saved because he produced so many good ones. So Sam is both sort of keeping an eye, and he's promised he will only try and answer with his family the questions that I have written, which he doesn't know about. Anything else he will not contribute, because he does not want to help anyone out at all. So thank you, Sam, for helping us tonight. If you would like to be a guest writer for any of our quizzes, just drop me a line. If you want to turn your hand to writing, we have a guest writer for Saturday, which we will talk about at the end of the quiz. And we've got a few people that are working on quizzes. In fact, we'll talk about that at the end, but we've got lots of very cool stuff coming up in the coming week. So Wednesday's always general knowledge, remember, but Saturdays are always themed. So lots of new people. Vlad's jumping straight onto the fact that there's got to be a West Bromwich Albion versus Fulham question. No, I think the only question I would drop in there, maybe, Vlad, it would simply be who should be promoted from the Championship, and West Brom, Leeds and Fulham would be my answer. I've just had a message from somebody saying that they haven't got the code, and now she's got it. If you are watching and you can't find the code and you are a Patreon, it has been emailed to you using the email that you logged in with on Patreon. So it may have gone into your spam folder, but if you can't find it, just go to the notifications page, which is very easy to find on our Patreon page, notifications, and it's right there for you. You must have found the link, so hopefully you can find the code. Good evening to Julian and Horia and Duana, who are joining in as well. Good evening, Anna, Matteo. They are playing along as well. So look, new players, and I'd like to quickly go over how the points will work, because I know lots of you have heard this before. But believe it or not, someone actually wrote to me last week in a very polite way and said they couldn't understand why they got 5 points at one point and then 1 point for another, despite us obviously telling you at the start of every quiz. So let's go over it again, because it is very straightforward. You will get a question and multiple answers. Sometimes it's only 2 multiple choice answers. Sometimes it could be 4, 5 or 6. If you get one right, you get 5 points. Simple as that. Tap the correct answer, you get 5 points. But if you get it wrong, you get a 0. Couldn't be any simpler. However, we do have some questions frittered throughout the quiz, one near the beginning, one in the middle, one near the end, where the question is worth will have multiple answers, so it's worth a lot more points. So, for example, it might say, name the 4 Teletubbies or something like that. So you need to click on every single one of the correct answers, and for each one you get 5 points. However, if you click on an incorrect answer on one of those questions, all of your answers in those multiple answer questions drop down to just 1 point instead of 5. So you have to be very careful, because if there are 3 correct answers, you could get 15. But if you get 2 out of the 3, you would only get 2, because you would only get 1 for each of the 2 correct ones, because you got one of them wrong. All right, hopefully that makes sense. Speed bonus works very simply. 3, 2, 1 on every question. 3 points if you're the fastest to answer, 2 points if you're second, 1 point if you are the third fastest to answer. And if you want to be nice and quick, there is an answer button on your screens. As soon as you click on the correct answer, that doesn't log it. If you want to log it really quickly, click the answer button, and that will shove the answer in really, really quickly. If you don't do that, when the 15-second countdown reaches 0, whichever answer you've highlighted last, that will be the one that gets logged in. Okay, some people saying thank you for me helping them out earlier. That's really not a problem. Adrian, good evening to you, mate. Thank you for joining us. So lots of prizes tonight. We'll start with our main prize sponsor, and these guys are the guys that came in right at the start. I hope you're not bored of hearing about them, because you really shouldn't be, because their prize is absolutely fantastic. GBR-tronics, the wonderful guys based in the Old Town, but also online here in Bucharest, will give a first place winner 200 lei tonight and the runner-up 100 lei. Now, that is a straight-up voucher that you can go into the store when it reopens or online and just spend. And if you win more than one of them, you can put them together and get something bigger. I know that there is at least one person desperately trying to save up to get a brand new Dyson cleaner. Fair play to you if that's what you want to do, but 200 lei would easily buy you a nice set of Sennheiser headphones, or you could pick up a beard trimmer or an air purifier or one of many, many fun electronic gadgets that they sell. I actually have myself, courtesy of them, I don't want to call it a selfie stick, but essentially that's what it is. But it's a tripod that my phone sits on when I do Facebook Live for some other stuff that I do, and it's brilliant. And I got that from them, and that wasn't that expensive. I think it was like 90 lei or something. It's very, very cool. So first place, second place tonight, you get vouchers for GBR-tronics, and then we go to third place is detergent. As always, you get the honorary detergent and go into the detergent club. But if you finish between 4th and 10th tonight, you get a pizza courtesy of Jerry's Pizza. You do need to be in Bucharest, please, to claim this prize. So if you finish 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th or 10th, it's imperative, even if you won it before, to drop me a line and say, hey, I won, here's my phone number. And as soon as we get all 6 of you giving us your phone numbers, I will send them off to Jerry's Pizza, and they will pretty instantly send all 6 of you winners a code by text message, which you then can claim your free pizza with. But please don't hang around, because we can't send all of the winners' names off until we have all 6 of you. So if you win tonight, please just send us your name and your position and your phone number. And if you're not in Bucharest and you win a pizza and you know somebody that is, just tell us who you want to give the pizza to, and we'll arrange it for them. No problem at all. So this week, the 4th, what was it? Monday was the 4th of May, which is International Star Wars Day. So we've gone through our prizes and picked a few things out. Here's your spot prizes tonight. For 25th place, we have a copy of the Where's Wookiee book, which is very popular. We've given a few of these away at our speed quizzes when we've done Star Wars in the past. It's just like Where's Wally, but you've got to try and find the Wookiee. Really fun prize. 50th place, this is a really cool prize. Luke and Darth vinyl figures. They're very nice. They are actually in the post from America as we speak, but I've been watching the tracking. They're due to arrive in the next day or two, so don't worry. They will be here in time for me when I meet you in person to hand them over. And then the Chewbacca mug goes to whoever finishes in 100th place. He's pretty cool, isn't he? That is here in hand and ready to hand out as soon as I can get to you. So we're playing for the top 10 tonight. 25th, 50th and 100th will all pick up a prize. And I am wearing a Star Wars t-shirt. There we go. I've got my bad Stormtrooper t-shirt on tonight. I'm part of the Empire, as it were. Good evening, Eugen and Anna and Dave and little Tommy Gunn. Wana is playing along, and she's welcoming Eugen, who's playing, I think, for the first time. Johanna, good evening from the UK. She's playing all the way over in the UK. Gabriel, Constanza, if Jerry's is there, then absolutely. I'm not entirely sure where Jerry's is, but very good point. As long as there's a Jerry's Pizza in the vicinity, then yes, absolutely. Absolutely, you can claim your pizza there. Young, good evening. And yeah, that mug is really cool. And I've got a few of them. I've got a Boba Fett one and a Darth Vader one. We'll give those away down the line to some of you at some point. Okay, so tons of prizes to be won. A fun yet competitive quiz. People keep saying, how does Bula do it? He must be cheating. It's not possible. He doesn't cheat. He's just very, very clever. And it's very difficult to cheat because we give you just 15 seconds to answer each of your questions. And then we have a 30-second delay in between each question. It's not really even time to Google. And if you are going to try and cheat in Google, you will never get the speed bonuses, which often lead to getting a decent place and a decent win. So if you're going to try and cheat, please don't. there's just no point, because it just really doesn't work. So all the way through, we call it the Fast 50 because the questions are fast and furious, back to back, all the way through. Like I say, 15 seconds to answer, 30 seconds between each question, and we go right from the start, right through to the finish. With loads of people signing in now, we're approaching 145 players. There it ticks over to 145. We've got a minute and a half to go until we start. Good evening to Jen. Let's have a look at Warner's theory then. So she's saying Bula has a gang of Siri's, Alexas and Google Assistants helping him. That's possible, but I still don't think he would get any speed bonuses, and he does get them. Listen, I know Matcha, and he's just very good, and there's nothing wrong with being very good. It's good that he's going to be here. He's listening in and laughing his head off right now at the fact that he's become this celebrity amongst you. But the Big Bula Theory is a great team name like that. Good evening, Matt, playing in the UK as well. I will mention the spot prizes as well. If you win one of those, no matter where you are in the world, I will get them to you in one way or another. Obviously, it's going to be after lockdown. In Bucharest, it will be when we start our first quizzes. I will have all the prizes there for you to pick up. But if you're overseas, I will, of course, do my best to post them out to you or deliver them in person if you're in the UK and I can get to you. 30 odd seconds to go until we kick off. It will be a manual start. I'll decide when we get going. We are in the lap of the gods when it comes to the interwebs. But we have been very lucky for 4 or 5 weeks now. The servers don't play up. The Wi-Fi connection seems to be absolutely fantastic. So if you do have any problems, the best advice we can give to you, if you see a server issue or if you've got a problem with your Wi-Fi, just refresh your device and quickly come back in, and hopefully you won't miss any questions. But if you do miss a question for any reason, I give you my sincere apologies, but there's not a lot I can do about it. But hopefully that won't be the case. It hasn't been the case for a while. Touch wood. It won't be the case tonight. Right, countdown is at 0. Bula is not hacking into my PC, I can assure you. Right, Bula, I think you need to do a TED talk or something about how to become smart, because people are literally asking for training from you. We'll see if we can set something up. Or maybe I'll push Murcia, who is Bula, to write a quiz. That would be good, wouldn't it? Because then he wouldn't be able to take part. We'll talk about that maybe at the end of the quiz. But for now, if you are already, good evening, Timia, joining in at the last second on the chats, please continue with the chat this evening. Please take photos. We're getting fewer and fewer photos. It's as if you think I don't want them. I'm going to start giving out a few prizes if people take good photos, okay? Because I want them. I want to record how we play during lockdown. So please take pictures as you play tonight. The more inventive, the more fun, the better. But at least try and get me in the background and you on your devices and your face if possible, so we can see who you are. That would be great. Take pictures, have fun. I'm going to head over to my quiz and I'm going to kick you off. You will get a 3, 2, 1 countdown. And good luck, everybody. We are quizzing. What is the capital city of Saudi Arabia? There's your first question tonight. Jeddah, Riyadh, Medina or Mecca? It's as simple as that. You hear the question and you tap the answer. Away you go. Let's get rid of that. Right, Riyadh is the correct answer. Most of you getting it right. Nearly 85% of people getting it. Strula, whoever this might be, goes into the lead. Adrian, playing in the UK, is in second. Trond is in third. There's Bula in fifth. He's tied with Nick Perro, who is on 5 points as well. Both of you have 5 points, but Bula is ahead of Nick because he answered the previous question quicker, and that's how we separate you if you have a tied score. Yeah, you need to have clothes on, Christian. Good point. The 75th anniversary of VE Day is on the 7th of May. In which French city was the German military surrender signed in 1945? Was it signed in Versailles, Paris, Reims, or Strasbourg? Let's see what you've gone for. Let's move the chat up a bit so I can see it. Reims is the correct answer. Only 15.1% of you getting this one right. Lots of you went for Versailles, maybe because of the Treaty of Versailles, but it was actually signed in the little town of Reims. Pericle goes into the lead on 13 points. Matt Tansley, good evening to you on 12. Simon, good evening to you on 11. Gabe and Alexandra, both on 10 points. They come into the top 5. Yeah, more history, Jon, but then it's difficult to write trivia that isn't about history, really. If that makes sense. Next question. How many characters does Michael J. Fox play in Back to the Future 2? 1, 2, 3, or 4? 1, 2, 3, or 4. I think you're right, Jon. The Treaty of Versailles had nothing to do with the German surrender of 45. Here comes your answers, and here is the correct one. 43.9%. He played himself. He played Marty, and then Marty Jr. and Marlene, his daughter and son. So 3 is the correct answer. Rolling and Aperolling. Having some fun tonight by the sounds of things. 15 points. Christian, you have 15. Lady RTN has 15. Old Fraud has 15. And Sherban has 15. And our top 5 are all tied and purely separated on who answered that previous question quickest. Here comes question number 4. It's a first letter question. What's the name of the obsessive captain in the novel Moby Dick? The first letter of the correct answer, please. A-E-I-O. So a first letter question means that we only give you first letters of the possible answers. A-E-I-O. Okay, answers in. Ahab is the correct answer, so it would be A for Ahab, and 82.3% of you getting that one right. Not too tricky. We're giving you a few nice ones at the start here. Christian goes into the lead. He was fastest, but look at this, a 5-way tie. So it's Christian, Sherban, good evening to Dana, who comes into the top 5, Lady RTN, and Amarina, all on 20 points after the first 4 questions. Hi, Alina. Good evening to you and Mihai. Next question. What number would come next in this sequence? 169, 144, 121. Is it 119, 110, 100, or 99? Remember, Sam has helped us with a lot of these questions tonight, and we thank him again for taking the time. 100 is the correct answer. 73.2%, essentially squaring 13 13s, 12 12s, 11 11s, and then 10 10s gives you the correct answer of 100. Lady RTN jumps into the lead, but look, this is all about who's answering quickest here, because you're all still tied on 25 points after the first 5 questions. So no bonus points amongst these top 5. 25, 25, 25, 25. Lady RTN, Christian, Sherban, Dana, and Old Fraud. Here's your next question. The high school in the classic movie Ferris Bueller's Day Off also features in which other film? Is it High School Musical, Grease, The Breakfast Club, or Teen Wolf? This might separate that top 5. I do love it when it's close. I really do. Let's have a look and see how you answered. Answers are in. The Breakfast Club is the correct answer, and an amazing 61.1% of you got this right. I don't know whether that's just luck or not, but it's true. The same high school is in both movies. And that did separate you a little bit. Here comes Nick Perro to the top of the tree with his Swedish flag there. 32 points. You're leading clear from Strula on 31. Lady RTN drops down to 3rd. She stays on 30. Sherban 30. Oh, no, sorry, you got it right. Lady RTN, Sherban, and Christian, you're all on 30. You all got that one right. Selling you short. I do apologise. Number 7. What does the H stand for in George H.W. Bush? Howard, Hughes, Herbert, or Herman? Take a guess if you're not sure. And your answers are coming in. Let's have a look and see what you've gone for. Herbert is the correct answer. The vast majority of you getting this, 55.4%. Strula. Who is Strula? Someone playing around with their name to try and sound like Bula, I'm guessing. Strula. Nick Perro, you're tied at 37, separated by a fastest finger only. Sherban in 3rd place on 35, and he is tied with Lady RTN and Amarina, who both have 35. Victor, it's you, is it, mate? You're Strula? All right, good to know. Here's your next question, guys. It's question number 8. Quite simply, who is older, Christina Aguilera or Britney Spears? There they are, if you want to try and do some sort of visual comparison. I'm going to put my hand up and say, I think Britney looks better now than she ever did. Now she's older, but, you know, she's aged well. But who's older then? Christina Aguilera is the correct answer. 57.1% of you getting this one right. But it's pretty close. It's a year. So 1980 and 1981, the two of them were born respectively. Nick Perro got it right, 42 points. Lady RTN jumps up a little bit to 40. Here's Bula, 38 points. Strula, he's ahead of you, I'm afraid. You've got 37. Christian, you have 35. Well, Dave sings some praises for Bula there. Here's your next question, number 9. Approximately how fast is the Earth spinning at the equator? 180 kilometers an hour, 1,800 kilometers an hour, 18,000 kilometers an hour, or 180,000 kilometers an hour? A, B, C, or D? Be quick. Make sure you get an answer in, and your answers are in. Let's have a look and see what you've gone for. It's interesting. Some of you think it goes at 18,000 kilometers an hour, but the correct answer is 1,800 kilometers an hour. 45.4% of you getting that right. I think it would be catastrophic if it went at any of the other speeds. Nick Perro got it. So did Strula and Bula and Christian. And here's Dan coming into the top 5 for the first time. And we've got just 7 points separating our first place from 5th place after 9 questions. So a nice close one tonight, which is good. Next question, number 10. Who directed the 1973 film American Graffiti? Was it Francis Ford Coppola, Steven Spielberg, Ron Howard, or George Lucas? We're still looking for a multiple answer question. We haven't had one yet. For a chance to get lots and lots of big points. So, who directed American Graffiti? Let's see what you've gone for. George Lucas is the correct answer. Pretty much his first film, and it's the film that gave Harrison Ford his breakthrough, and it's the reason that he ended up becoming Han Solo. So, a little Star Wars snippet in there for you. So, 48.5% getting it. Nick Perro got it, now has a 4-point lead. From Dan, who's jumped up to 2nd place. He's tied with Bula, but ahead of him on fastest finger. Christian, 46. And I can't see your full name, but it's not free caps operating something. Maybe the computer, I think that name is. You tell me in the feed. Number 11, what name is given to someone who makes barrels? A Thatcher, Tanner, Cooper, or Fletcher? Tricky question. What name is given to someone who makes barrels? Are they called a Thatcher, a Tanner, a Cooper, or a Fletcher? Answers are in. The correct answer here is a Cooper, you clever bunch. 54.2% of you getting it right. Yeah, Ron Howard was in it, Sam. You're absolutely right. He was in American Graffiti when he was a bit younger. Nick Perro, good answer for you, mate. 57 points at the top of the tree. Bula into 2nd place. He was quicker than Dan, so he's jumped over him, even though they both got it right. Strula is there on 50. And here's the Family Terp having another great quiz. They're on 50 points as well. Come on, Christian. Still plenty of time to catch up. We're still looking for a multiple answer question. Here's number 12. In which 3 sports has Romania won the most medals at the Summer Olympic Games? So, multiple answers. Archery, gymnastics, rowing, wrestling, athletics. Make sure you select 3 of them. Good evening to you, Mark. Thank you for joining us. 3 answers you're looking for here. 5 points for each one if you get it right. Correct answers were gymnastics, which has 72, rowing, which has 38 medals, and athletics, which has 35. So if you got those, you would have got a bundle of points. But if you got one wrong, remember, your other correct answers drop down to 1 point. Nick Perro, good answer for you, mate. You've still got that 4-point lead at the top. Strula goes into 2nd place because he was a little bit quicker. Dan and Bula are tied with 68, and Not Free Cats operating a computer. You are in 5th place on 65. Next question. What was the title of the theme tune to the Bond film The Spy Who Loved Me? Was it You're So Vain, Nobody Does It Better, I Will Survive, or Do You Know Where You're Going To? 4 cracking tunes from the 70s. But which one was the theme tune to the Bond film The Spy Who Loved Me? Answers are in. Nobody Does It Better is the correct answer, and nearly 60% of you getting that one correct. You're So Vain was by Carly Simon, as well as Nobody Does It Better. I Will Survive was Gloria Gaynor, and Do You Know Where You're Going To was Diana Ross. Nick Perro, 4 points over Strula, Dan and Bula. They all got it right. They're on 73. Family Terp still in touch. You're on 70 in 5th place. Remember, top 10 tonight, plus those free spot prizes, 25th, 50th and 100th. Next question. Approximately how much DNA do humans share with bananas? 25, 50, 75 or 100%? Approximately how much DNA do humans share with bananas? If you're British or grew up in England or Scotland or whatever, you would recognise that is Banana Man, popular 80s cartoon. 50% is the correct answer here. 50%, 33.3% of you getting it right. So half of it. 7.7% of you think that you have the complete DNA of a banana. Strula got it right. He's tied with Bula and Dan, top 3 there. 78, 78, 78. Nick Perro, 77. Family Terp, 75. So that squeezed things up a little bit. Just 3 points now separate our top 5. Here's your next question. The word Lego comes from a Danish phrase meaning what? Does it mean unhand, play well, build up, or play alone? Unhand, play well, build up, play alone. Get your answers in. Tap away, tap away. Let's see what you've gone for. All right, just 37.3% of you getting this one right. We fooled some of you. The majority went for build up. The correct answer is play well. It's taken from the phrase leg got with a T. And Bula, just like that, is in the lead, 86 points. Long-time leader Nick Perro drops to second place on 84. Struler, still there, 83 points. Dan, 83. Family Terp, you are still very much in with a chance on 80 points. Here's your next question, guys. This will be number 16 of 50. What is the name of this famous scientist? Look at the picture. Albert Einstein, Pierre Curie, Dmitri Mendeleev, or Gregor Mendel? Who is that in the picture? Yeah, more history. Love history questions, though, don't you? Answers are in. 81.1% of you recognising Dmitri Mendeleev. Well done, well done. Yes, the man that developed the modern periodic table. That picture is from 1897. It's a good picture in it from 1897. Bula got it, 91 points. Struler got a bonus, though. He's on 90. Nick Perro still in touch, 89. Dan on 88. And Family Terp, 85. So we've only got 6 points separating first and fifth after 16 questions. Here comes question number 17. What was the name of the virus in the film Outbreak? MEV1, Motaba, Ebola, or SARS-98? I will have a little bit more vitamin water. Okay, have you watched this movie? I think lots of people are watching these sort of films at the moment, aren't they? Motaba is the correct answer. A real split across the answers here. Lots of you went for MEV1, but Motaba is the correct answer. 25.6% of you getting it. Struler back into the lead, 95 points. Yeah, Ebola. I made it up, Wana, you see, because they're made up diseases. Ebola with a V, not a B. Nick Perro, 94. Dan, 93. Bula drops down to fourth on 91. James, welcome to the top five, my man. You're on 87 points. Here's number 18. According to a study by the University of Arizona, which public toilets are cleaner? Gents or ladies? Now, this is going to start an argument. Mark, we're here to teach you as much trivia as we possibly can, my man. So, what's cleanest, gents or ladies? Now, according to this the University of Arizona study, it's the gents, and 88.1% of you agree, and it's for a very simple reason. In the ladies, women generally take the kids in with them, and kids are filthy, and so more germs are in women's toilets, down to more children going into them. However, they did find that by far women wash their hands a lot more often afterwards than men do. Struler in the lead. You're the first to break 100, but it's Nick, Dan, James, and Bula in fifth place. Here's your next question. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog is an example of a what? Is it a palindrome, pangram, palindgraph, or a pangraph? Don't quote me, Victor. Kids are filthy. Get that on a t-shirt. Don't get that on a t-shirt. All right, next. Move on. Pangram is the correct answer. It's a pangram is a sentence that includes every letter of the alphabet. Struler, 105 points. So the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog is a sentence made up of every single letter in the alphabet, if you didn't know. Struler, Nick Perro, Bula back into third. Dan, you're on 98. And James D, you are still there on 97. 8 points separate first from fifth. Here comes question number 20 of 50. In Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, is Romeo a Montague or a Capulet? A choice of two. Sam being very kind to unite with just two options on some of these questions. So Romeo, was he a Montague or a Capulet? Take a guess if you're not sure, obviously. But you do know your Shakespeare. 79.6% knowing he is indeed a Montague. Romeo Montague. Or Montague. I say Montague, you say Montague, Montague. Well, it's a UE, isn't it? Montague then. Have it. Struler, 110. Nick Perro, 109. Bula, 107. Dan, 103. And James, 102. In Montague. In Montague. Sam's loving watching his own questions. It's good fun, isn't it, Sam? Here's your next question, number 21. In athletics, which of these milestones was broken first? The sub 4 minute mile, the 2 metre high jump, the sub 10 second 100 metres, or the sub 2 hour marathon? So 4 major moments in athletics history, but which of them happened first? Time is up. The correct answer here was option B, the 2-meter high jump, and a real split across these answers. That was actually done in 1912. The sub 2 hour marathon was just last year. The sub 100 meters was Jim Hines in 1968, and Roger Bannister in 54 famously did the sub 4 minute mile. Nick in the lead still, 114. Well done, mate. Struler 110. Dan in third place on 108. Bula is up against it tonight, 107, and James 102. Proper close quiz tonight. Here comes question number 22. Which actor's given middle name is Tiffany? Is it Julia Roberts, Richard Gere, Sharon Stone, or Nicolas Cage? One of them has the middle name Tiffany, but which one of those 4 actors? Julia, Richard, Sharon, or Nicholas? Let's see what you've gone for. I reckon a real split here. Not really. 43.7% of you getting it correct. Indeed, it is Richard Tiffany Gere. Julia Roberts' middle name is Fiona. Sharon Stone's is Von. And Nicolas Cage was born Nicholas Kim Coppola, famously part of the Coppola family. Nick, you're still in the lead, 119. Bula jumps back up to second place on 115. You're tied with your man Struler on 115, separated by fastest finger. Dan, 108. James, 107. Here comes question number 23 of 50. Moving towards the present, which geological period comes next in this sequence? Cambrian, Ordovician, Silurian? Is it Devonian, Carboniferous, Triassic, Jurassic? Sam's only put this question in to try and test my vocabulary, and I absolutely nailed it because I went on YouTube earlier to check how to say some of them words. Anyway, correct answer is Devonian. My goodness, over half of you getting this, 52.1%. And what an answer from Nick, who picked up a bonus as well. Nick, 127. Bula, 115. Struler, still 115. Dan, 113. And James, 112. Yeah, Charlie, that came out in the news. Nicolas Cage is going to play Joe Exotic in a movie, supposedly. Impressive. All right, here's your next question. Number 24, which of these novels was published first? A Brave New World, 1984, The Handmaid's Tale, or A Clockwork Orange? Is it Food Today in the Prices? I don't know what you mean, Victor. Time is up. The correct answer here is option A Brave New World. 42.8% of you getting this one right. Written by Aldous Huxley in 1932. 1984 was in 1949. The Handmaid's Tale was a very recent book in 1985. A Clockwork Orange was 1962. Nick Perro got it wrong, but Bula did not. He's jumped up to second place, 122. Dan, you have 118. James moves up a place, 117. Family Turk back into the top 5, 115. Sorry, mate, no. Tonight is the GBR. Tronics and pizza. Look at the picture. What breed of dog is that? Is it an Afghan hound, a Schipperke, Saluki, or an Italian greyhound? Food is at the weekend. The 5 restaurants, they donate on Saturdays, Victor. Okay, let's see what you've gone for. Wow, 56.3% of you thought it was an Afghan hound, and only 12% recognised that as being a Saluki. Nick Perro knew that was a Saluki. 132 points for him. Bula, 122. Dan, 118. James, 117. Family Turk, 115. Skipperkey. Thanks, Jen. It's called Skipperkey, not Shipperkey. Thanks. I'll never mispronounce Skipperkey ever again. And Skipperkey is an awesome name for a dog. Frankly, it is. Next question, number 26. Look at the picture. This actress appeared in which 1994 movie? Was she in The Lion King, Schindler's List, Pulp Fiction, or Forrest Gump? If it's Dutch, Jim's about to correct us. The Lion King, Schindler's List, Pulp Fiction, or Forrest Gump? Okay, the correct answer here is B, Schindler's List, and a massive clue was in the picture. She's wearing a red coat. That is Olivia Dubrovska, and she played the girl in the red coat when she was just free. If you've seen the movie, you would know that there's a famous scene with the only thing that you can see in colour is the girl's red coat. Amazing scene. Nick didn't get it, but Bula did. 127 now. Dan in third place, chasing down Bula. He's on 126. James still in fourth, 122, and the family have 120. Here's your next question. The Bavarian beer law of 1516 only allowed which 3 ingredients to be used in beer? Barley, water, sugar, yeast, or hops? Okay, free. Got to select 3. Barley, water, sugar, yeast, or hops? Okay, the correct answers here are barley, water, and hops. Yeast and sugar were not permitted. Wow, look at this. This has closed it right up. Nick got some of those right, 147, but Bula, look at this. You've really closed the gap. 142 points now, just 5 points off the lead. Dan, you're on 141, just 1 point behind Bula. Well done for getting all of those. Family Terp into fourth place, 135. Coyote comes into the top 5 now. He is on 135. 12 points separate first from fifth. Next question, number 28. Which of these technology entrepreneurs did not drop out of university? Was it Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, Steve Jobs, Michael Dell? 3 of them dropped out. 1 of them did not. Who stayed in? Good point, Sam. No such thing as yeast back in 1516. Jeff Bezos is the correct answer. The American industrialist, media proprietor and investor, and of course the head of Amazon, one of the richest men in the world. Nick Perro, 147, got a bonus there, so he's got a 5-point lead from Bula, 142, Dan 141, Coyote 140, and good evening to Sylvie.Lee coming into the top 5 on 135. His net worth, $138.5 billion. It's insane, isn't it? Next question, number 29. Which of these people has achieved the EGOT, meaning they have won Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony Awards? Is it Nicole Kidman, John Legend, Julie Andrews, Elton John? Look at them. Who could have won all 4? Nicole Kidman, John Legend, Julie Andrews, Elton John. Who has won the EGOT? An Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony. Just 18.2% of you getting this. It's John Legend, the correct answer. The others haven't. The others have won various of those awards, but only John has won all 4 out of that list. Bula into the lead, 150 points. Nick drops to second on 147. Coyote into third, 145. Dan into fourth on 141. And Sylvie.Lee is still there in our top 10 on 140. So 10 points now separate our top 5. Here's your next question, number 30. In tennis, which of the following did Andy Murray receive when he won the 2015 Munich Open? Did they give him a Steiner Pilsner, a cow, a pair of lederhosen, or honorary German citizenship? He received one of them. He got something else as well. But they handed him this thing first. What was it? A pair of lederhosen is the correct answer. He put them on and then they gave him his other prize besides the prize money, which was a BMW i8 from the sponsor BMW. So pair of lederhosen, 46.3% of you getting it right. Nick Perro, 152. Back into the lead. Coyote, 150. Bula drops to third, 150. Dan, 146. And Sylvie.Lee, 145. They give away cows in skiing as well, I know that. Next question, 31. Meconium is a term for a newborn baby's what? First breath, hair, skull, poop. Meconium is a term for a newborn baby's what? First breath, hair, skull, or poop. Now, if you've had a newborn baby, this will be an easy question for you. And 70.1% of you knowing that meconium is indeed the very first poo that a baby does. It's made of the stuff that's ingested during the infant's time in the uterus. And although it doesn't smell too much, it's very sticky and quite disgusting. So yeah, baby's first poo is called meconium. Nick, still in the lead, 157. Then it's Coyote in second place, 155. Tied with Bula, but separated by speed. Dan, 151. Sylvie.Lee, 150. Here's your next question. Which word has the longest entry or explanation in the Oxford English Dictionary? Is it go, have, be, or set? So one of these words has more definitions and the largest entry than any other word in the English language. But which one is it? Go, have, be, set. All right, answers are in. Set is the correct answer. 22.3% of you, so not as many as I was expecting. Bula got it right. Set, it's got 430 separate meanings in the English language, believe it or not. Bula, 162, back into the lead. You're tied with Nick, but ahead of him on speed. The fact you got it right as well has put you ahead of him. Coyote, 160, Dan, 151, and Family Turp back into the top 5, 150. They're looking good for pizza. All right, question number 33. Which of these superhero characters was not orphaned? Spider-Man, Wonder Woman, Superman, or Batman? Superhero question for you there ahead of our MCU quiz, which will take place at the weekend. So, which of them was not orphaned? Wonder Woman is the correct answer. 64% of you getting that one. Bula now has a clear lead at the top. 167, Coyote 165, Nick on 162, Dan 156, and Family Turp 155. So this is what Bula does. You see, steady and slow, but he gets those points. He racks them up, and he's now in the lead. Is he going to take it again tonight and become a 5-time winner? We will see. Here's your next question. This will be number 34. How many trees can you see in the picture? Have a look at that picture. Are there 0, 1, 42, or 101? How many trees can you see in that picture? 0, 1, 42, 101. All right, just 23% of you getting this. Believe it or not, there is only one tree in that picture because it is the trembling giant, the most incredible tree that actually roots underground, and one organism comes up through the ground like that. Essentially, its branches come up through the ground. So that is one tree that you can see in the picture. Quite brilliant. We've all learned something there. Coyote, 170 points into the lead. Bula drops to second on 167. Nick Perro, 162. Sylvie.Lee up to fourth, and Dan down to fifth, 156. It's an amazing one. Look it up. Next question. Dave Prowse, who played Darth Vader in Star Wars, was given what nickname by other cast members due to his English West Country accent? Did they call him Darth Miner, Darth Farmer, Darth Butcher, or Darth Baker? Yeah, that tree, maybe I'll post on our Facebook page about it because it's an incredible bit of trivia. Yeah, they called him Darth Farmer because he talked like that. 50.6%. In the original Star Wars, they actually used his voice. He did all of the voices for Darth Vader until they realised how ridiculous it sounded, and they brought in James Earl Jones to record the famous voice for Darth Vader. So Bula got it right, back into the lead. What a tussle we have tonight, 172. Then it's Coyote, Nick, Sylvie.Lee, and Dan in fifth. Here comes question number 36. Which version of this man's surname is there no written record of him using himself? Okay, there's no point me reading out the four answers. You'll have to look at them because they all sound the same. Shakespeare, 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 Shakespeare. Which one of them is there no written record of him using himself? The correct answer is the one that we all use, Shakespeare, option D there. It's the only spelling there is no record of him actually using as a signature. He used all the other three as a signature. Bula, 177. You're in the lead, 177. Coyote, 2 points behind, 175. Nick, 167. Family Turp, great answer for you. You're up into fourth on 165, and you're ahead of Sylvie.Lee because you answered faster. Here comes question number 37. What nationality is the celebrated mountaineer Reinhold Messner? Is he Italian, Austrian, German, or French? And there he is in the picture, as he might look today, because obviously he was famous when he was a bit younger. So, is he Italian, Austrian, German, or French? Let's see how you answered. Okay, lots of you went for Austrian, but he's actually Italian. Just 27.7% of you getting that one right. And Bula knows his mountaineers. What a question for him. Now a 5-point lead. Back into the lead. 185. Coyote, second place, 180. Nick, you've got 174. Family Turp, you've got 170. Sylvie.Lee, 170 as well. Those two tussling away depending on whoever gets the fastest answer. That splits you if you have a tie, remember. Okay, so Bula leads the way on 185. Here's your next question, number 38. It's a twisted picture. Who is it? Is that Will Smith, Chris Rock, Eddie Murphy, or Kevin Hart? Will Smith, Chris Rock, Eddie Murphy, Kevin Hart. I bet you're all turning your tablets and stuff around right now, aren't you? All right, let's see what you've gone for. Chris Rock is the correct answer, and an amazing 72.9% of you getting this one right. Coyote got a bonus there, so he's closed the gap on Bula ever so slightly. It's a 4-point gap. Bula 190, Coyote 186. Sylvie.Lee, great answer from you. You've jumped up into third place. You're on 175. You're still tied with Family Turp, but not only did you get it right, you got it fast. So you're ahead of Family Turp, who have the same score. Dan down to fifth on 174. 16 points separate our top five. Still anybody's quiz as we go to 39. Copper derives its name from which of the following places? Cyprus, Coventry, Constantinople, or Caracas? So copper. In case you don't know what copper is, I've put a picture of it right there with the word. Let's have a look and see what you've gone for. Cyprus is the correct answer here, and 52.1% of you getting it. Bula picked up a speed bonus there. Well done. You're on 196 and closing in on that 200 points. Coyote 191. Sylvie.Lee holds on to third place on 180, still tied with Family Turp. Nick comes back into the top 5 on 179. Wow, nice and close, but Bula still leads the way with 11 questions remaining. Here comes question number 40 out of 50. What is the highest grossing movie based on a Saturday Night Live sketch? Is it The Blues Brothers, A Night at the Roxbury, Wayne's World, or Coneheads? So 4 movies that were all based on Saturday Night Live or sketches in that show, but which one has made the most money? Correct answer is Wayne's World. 42.8% of you getting it right. The Blues Brothers didn't make as much. In fact, it made about 70 million less, believe it or not. So Wayne's World is 1. Blues Brothers is 2. Wayne's World 2 is third on the list. Bula breaks 200 and points. Is on 201. Coyote got it wrong. So there's a 10-point gap at the top now. Sylvie.Lee got a speed bonus there as well. 185. Nick into 4th. Asia Express Colentina in 5th. Here comes your next question. South Sudan was the last country to join the UN. Which country was the second last? Switzerland, Serbia, Monaco, or Montenegro? John Belushi, what a legend. Here's your answers. Montenegro is the correct answer. We thought some of you might go for Serbia or Montenegro there, but no, it is Montenegro, and most of you getting it, 68.5%. Bula with quite a lead. Look at this. He's going to do it again, is he? 207. You guys are getting it wrong just behind him, which doesn't help. Coyote 191, but Sylvie.Lee got it right. She's on 190. Asia Express Colentina got it right, 185. Family Turp got it right and come back into our top 5. So look, Bula's stretching away once again. Can anybody catch him? It's a 16-point lead. What's the name of Gillian Anderson's character in the Netflix series Sex Education? Jackie Milburn, Jean Milburn, Joe Milburn, or Joanne Milburn? Mark, you're right. He was meant to be a Ghostbuster, and they ended up basing Slimer on his appearance in the Ghostbuster movie. We're talking about John Belushi still. Okay, so what's the name of Gillian Anderson's character? The correct answer is Jean Milburn, and 50.9% of you getting that. It's not something that Bula knew. He didn't know that, clearly hasn't watched Sex Education. So Sylvie.Lee closes the gap a little bit, and she goes into second place, moving on up. But Bula's on 207, still leading the way. Then Sylvie.Lee, then Coyote dropping down to third. Nick comes back into the top 5 on 189. Asia Express Colentina 185. So Sylvie.Lee seems to be chasing down Bula. Can she catch him? As of November 2017, how many characters are allowed in a Twitter tweet? 140, 210, 280, or 350? Valerio, are you talking about the show or just generally? I'm not writing that. 280 is the correct answer here. 50.6% of you getting it right. Bula and Sylvie.Lee both got it, and Sylvie.Lee breaks the 200 point mark. Yeah, they doubled it from 140 to 280. Nick into third, 194. Coyote, 191. He's falling back. Mrs. John Thornton comes into our top 5 for the first time. I'm with you, Valeria. That's a good point. Yeah, maybe TV is his weak spot, but then he won the Friends quiz, I think, wasn't it? Yeah. Next question, 44. What is the current international vehicle registration code for Croatia? Is it CR, CRO, HR, or HV? CR, CRO, HR, HV. One of those is the international vehicle registration code for Croatia. Which one? Answers are in. Correct answer is HR, and 78% of you getting it right. And Bula got it, but so did Silver.Lee. She's chasing him. 12 points remains the gap, but Nick hasn't given up yet. He breaks 200 points. He's in third on that 200-point mark. Coyote, 196, and Mrs. John Thornton has left it late, but she's coming back into the top 5. Well done, you. You're right. It is Hrvatska, or whatever they call it, Radika. That's what they base the HR on. Next question, 45. Look at the picture. This band had a huge hit in the year 2000. What was it called? Was it called Teenage Dirtbag, Tub Thumping, Stacey's Mum, or Who Let the Dogs Out? All big hits at some point. But one of them was a hit in 2000 for that band. Which band was it? Which song was it? Let's have a look and see what you've gone for. Real split across here. That is the band Wheatus, believe it or not. I feel like they should be a whole lot older, but that is Wheatus as they look today. And they had a hit with Teenage Dirtbag in the year 2000, just 30.7% getting it. Nick got it, and he's gone into second place, tied with Sylvie.Lee. And they both now 12 points behind Bula. So Sylvie.Lee, if you'd have got that, you would have caught up a little bit. Coyote and Mrs. John Thornton make up our top 5. Bula has not won it yet. 5 questions to go. Number 46. What would a coleopterist study or collect? Butterflies, beetles, snakes, or bats? Coleopterist. 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 What do they collect anyway, or study? Let's have a look and see what you've gone for. Beetles is indeed the correct answer. 48.4% of you getting this one, and a speed bonus for Bula. Sylvie.Lee got it. She's moved back up to 210. So it's a 14-point gap up to Bula. Coyote in 4th. The Family Terp come back into 5th place. They've broken 200 points. Well done. It's always a big marker to get 200 points in this quiz. So 46 down, 4 to go. Can Bula be caught? Let's try another question. How many naked men are on stage at the end of the 97 comedy film The Full Monty? Are there 4, 5, 6 or 7? 4, 5, 6 or 7? How many naked men on stage at the end of The Full Monty, the movie The Full Monty? The correct answer is 6. Lots of guessing going on here. 6 is the correct answer. And Bula, clearly one of his favourite movies, got it right. 229 points. A 19-point lead from Sylvie.Lee in second place on 210. Nick Perro also on 210. Family Turp move up a point for 205. Coyote 201. Just 3 questions remaining. I feel like Sylvie.Lee and Nick and Family Turp need to get these ones to stand a chance. Here it is, number 48. Which of the following would you use to make a quinchee? Rocks, paper, snow, or sand? Quinchee. Quinzhee. Quinchee. Do you know what a quinchee is? What would you use to make one? All right, again, a real split across the answers here. Lots of guessing going on. The correct answer is snow. It's basically like I can't call it in English. It's like a small snow cave made in Canada. And snow is the correct answer with 30.7% of you getting it. Bula then, 234. Nick goes clear in second place on 218. 16 points off the lead. Sylvie.Lee, 215. Family Turp, 210. Coyote, 206. 2 questions remaining, one of which will have multiple answers. So there are points to be had. Here's number 49. In the board game Operation, an apple is removed from the throat and butterflies are removed from the stomach. What item is removed from the brain? Calculator, ice cream, a bird, or a light bulb? The picture we've used is from the original 70s version of the game, so as not to give anything away. Answers are in. The correct answer here is ice cream, and only 13.4% of you got that right. It's brain freeze. Ice cream, brain freeze, you see. And they added that into the game in 2004. Bula then, you've got a lead. And here we go for your final question tonight. We'll have multiple answers. It's Bula from Nick, from Sylvie, from Family Turp, from Coyote. Final question. It comes down to this. Can Bula hold on? I think he might. Good luck, everybody. Question number 50 of 50. Select the 3 airports in this list that had the most passengers in 2019. Hartsfield Jackson, Atlanta, London Heathrow, Dubai International, Beijing Capital International, Paris Charles de Gaulle. All right, so 3 of those. Which 3 had the most passengers? All right, the correct answers we were looking for is Atlanta, which has the most passengers of any airport in the world. London Heathrow does not, I'm afraid, even though most of you went for it. Dubai International is ranked 5th on the list in total, and Beijing is ranked 2nd. Paris is ranked 9th. London Heathrow is ranked 7th in terms of passengers. So those are your answers, questions all done. Let's get rid of this and have a look at our final top 10 tonight. And there you go. He's done it again. He's a 5-time winner. Bula takes the plaudits. My man. I mean, it's always close. Everyone gets so close to him. But he wins again. Bula. Good man. You're out in front, 236 points. But look at this, Nick Perro, I don't know who Nick is. I don't recognise the name. Maybe it's someone changing their name tonight, or maybe it's a new player. But well done, Nick. You are a winner in second place. Make sure you drop us a line to let us know who you are. Sylvie, you're going to get some detergent. My dear Sylvia, I know that you'll be happy for me to make sure that you get detergent. And then the rest of the people that you can see on the screen will win a pizza, courtesy of Jerry's Pizza. So Craig and the Family Terp, Coyote, Asia Express Colentina, Mrs. John Thornton, Dan Spra, and Andrew in 10th place there. You all win a pizza. Well done to you. Now, if you are on the screen there, please, you must contact me tonight, preferably, or tomorrow morning as quickly as you can, and let us know what you won and what your phone number is, and I will match you up to our spreadsheet and make sure that you get your prize. So well done tonight. Bula does it again. 5-time winner. What have we got to look forward to, though? What have we got to look forward to? Well, we've got to look forward to a Marvel Cinematic Universe quiz, which is something that a lot of you have been asking for an awful long time, and it's happening on Saturday night, 8 o'clock on Saturday night. I've got lots of lovely prizes to give away, spot prizes. I'm not going to tell you what they are, actually, but there's some cool stuff. I might give away 4 bonus prizes, maybe even more, because I've got so many cool things. I'd love to give them away. So, Marvel Cinematic Universe quiz on Saturday night, and it is with the aid of a guest writer, which is Maruna. Thank you, Maruna, for helping us out, and she sent me the questions today. I'm going to peruse them tomorrow, and we will work on them over the next 2 days to make sure the quiz is awesome for Saturday night. So, remember, if you have taken a picture tonight, make sure you send it in to us at quiz@mojomusic.row. That's how you can always contact us, and you can always get us through our page on Facebook. Big British Bucharest quiz. I noticed we had a few people that were playing along and just trying to answer on the feed, which is kind of pointless. If you want to play properly, visit facebook.com/Big British Bucharest quiz, and all the details will be there on how you can be playing properly on Saturday night. So, did you win a spot prize? Let's remind you what they are. 25th gets the Where's Wookie book, 50th gets the rather cool vinyl Luke and Darth Vader, and 100th gets the Chewie mug. They will all be got to you in some way as and when we get to post-lockdown. Sorry, Victor, if Schindler's was in 93, but it doesn't change the question. That actress was in only one of those films, and it was Schindler's List. Who made the questions for Marvel? It's Maruna. Maruna is helping us this evening, this week, sorry, with the Marvel questions, and you cannot try and bribe her. She has promised me she's not going to share any questions with anybody. All right, send your pictures in so that we can make a nice gallery for Saturday night. But there's your quiz tonight. I'll do a little write-up in 20 minutes to half an hour on the Facebook page. There you go. Maruna's in. Me. Now you know who she is. Pester her if you want to know what the questions and answers are going to be, but trust me, she will not divulge anything. Thank you so much, everybody, for playing along, and sincere, I don't say it enough, but sincere thanks to every single one of you that's playing tonight, because it means that you are one of our Patreon supporters, and literally your Patreon donations are paying for our office and paying for our bills and just keeping us surviving until we can get to the point where we can actually entertain you in person. And boy, oh boy, have we got a lot of prizes to hand out when we finally see you again in person. But look, it's going to happen eventually. So keep playing and keep telling your friends, because the more people we have playing, the better it is for us, the more we can do. Okay. All right. We'll see you on Saturday night. As always, please enjoy the rest of your week, and please stay at home.